Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Casco Travels. And today we're going to be talking about cruise ships not able to make their port of call. Cruise ships actually having to make a port of call that's not even on the itinerary. A ship that was in port and got damaged. Then we're going to talk about a man that jumped off of a cruise ship that, I mean, it wasn't even sinking. The cruise ship was perfectly fine, but he jumped out into the water. I hadn't figured that one out yet. Then we're going to skip a beat and talk about pineapples. That's right, we're going to talk about pineapples today. Then we're going to talk about hidden cameras. That's right, hidden cameras in your cruise cabin. How about that? Hidden cameras in your cruise cabin, hidden cameras in your motel room, hidden cameras in the bathrooms, you name it. There could be a hidden camera anywhere. So let's get into it. Let's talk about it a minute. And you never know where this story's going to go. So join me right after this. So as y'all can tell, sometimes I have to do things on the go because I am very busy with work and all. But I do want to bring you all the information I can when I can, and everything I can do to keep you guys up to date with everything going on with the cruise business. So we have got cruise ships out in Cozumel that were not able to even port because of the weather. These cruise ships just literally had to send notifications out to everybody on board and tell everybody they're just going to have to miss the total stop and not even port because of high winds and rain and storms and causing big waves and stuff like that will cause a ship to be damaged, or they could even cause damage to the ports. So we have those. We have ships that have had to cruise to nowhere because they couldn't port anywhere in the Caribbean area because of high winds and the high seas and stuff. So, you know, that's something we just have to deal with when we're cruising on cruise ships because we can't control Mother Nature. Well, then we have a cruise ship that had to port in Key West, Florida, that never even made it to Cayman Islands. They were supposed to go to Cayman Islands and they weren't even able to go there because of the weather, but they were able to port at Key West. Don't really know if the passengers got off the cruise ship or whether they stayed on the cruise ship, but I imagine the weather was so bad that they just stayed on the cruise ship. So you know, it's just stuff like that you have to deal with when cruising again. And then we have a cruise ship in Jamaica, Carnival Magic. They were able to dock, let passengers off the cruise ship, and here comes the storm and the waves, and started causing really bad damage to the cruise ship, started causing bad damage to the dock. The port authorities there immediately were getting the ship away from the dock area. And now keep in mind, you got passengers ashore, and the Carnival Magic had to actually pull away from the dock and relocate to Otis Rios in Jamaica. And when the cruise passengers come back, well, guess what? Their ship was gone. A lot of them thought, well, we didn't get back in time. We missed a cruise ship. They were worried. They started getting with the authority there around the port area, and the other people that help you out. And they told them that the ship had to relocate. Well, can you imagine what a relief that was to those passengers that were there? So they did everything they can to get the passengers over to the ship, got them back on board, and everybody's safe. So that's good. The ship's got some pretty good damage, but everyone else is safe. So good outcome to that. And then we have the Carnival Sunshine, which was in Coco Cay, however you want to say it, the private island, and they couldn't even port there. They couldn't even make that port call because of bad weather. So, you know, they let everybody know about it, and it's just something that you have to deal with on a day-by-day basis when you're at the hands of Mother Nature anyway. Then we're going to skip over to, I believe you pronounce it Noha, Japan. Well, it's either Noah or Noah. Noha. N-O-H-A, Japan. Well, you had a Turkish national and he was on the ship, and he decides that it's a good idea to jump off of a perfectly good ship. Now, folks, I don't know about you, but that's like jumping out of an airplane without a parachute, especially when the airplane is in good condition and running good. That makes no sense at all. Well, the cruise ship immediately notified the port authorities, which was the MSC Bellissima, and the authorities there immediately started looking for the gentleman that jumped all overboard. Well, they find him, and they immediately make an arrest, because at that point in time, he is an illegal entry into Japan at that time. He had no business being in Japan. So they're treating him as an illegal entry. The ship wasn't even docked. So that's just something you don't do. It's all got a bad outcome, regardless what you do. Number one, you take the risk of drowning. Number two, get ate by a shark. Number three, you're going to get arrested. Number four, you're going to get banned from the cruise ship. I mean, come on, people. There's not a good outcome to jumping off of a perfectly good cruise ship. So, you know, my words to you is, don't do it. Don't jump off of a cruise ship. Makes no sense. You know, I would like to take this opportunity today to ask you, if you haven't already, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. It doesn't cost a thing. It only helps out the channel, and it helps me be able to bring you more up-to-date news going on in the cruise business. And as you've seen from my other videos, I also like going out and riding bike trails, and I like going to different locations. So we also got some videos about all that. But if you don't mind, hit that subscribe button. We appreciate it, and we love to have you here on the channel. Now we're going to switch gears just a little bit and talk about pineapples. You're probably wondering why I'm going to talk about pineapples. Well, you're in your cruise cabin, you're getting ready for a nice day on the cruise ship, and you walk out of your cruise cabin, and right across the hall you see some really nice door decor, and what is it? It's a pineapple, but it's upside down. Now, why would these people have a pineapple upside down on their door? Well, I'm going to tell you why. These people, they actually are swingers. They do swapping of their partners. So if you're married, they swap their wives or husbands, and vice versa. So that's the true meaning behind that, is that they're swingers. Now, I ain't talking about swinging from a swing set. I'm talking about swinging. So that's the whole story behind that upside down pineapple on that door. So just a little bit of information I want to put out there so you're well informed next time you see that. You know, it's not just door decor. It actually specifically means something. So now, hidden cameras. Have you often went to a motel room or actually booked a cruise cabin and wondered, am I being watched? Well, there's always that possibility out there that you are. So they make this little device. It's called an RF finder. All your cameras and everything put off a signal, especially when recording. And with these RF finders, you can find these devices in your room. And if you ever do find one of these devices, of course, immediately report it to the manager or to the authorities on the cruise ship. Bring it to their attention. I wouldn't report it to your steward, because he's the one that has access to your room all the time. Maybe. So my thing would be is to report it to the man in charge. So bring it to his attention. But you know, hidden cameras are everywhere. Cameras are everywhere now. You're not going anywhere without being watched. Trust me, I know that. I'm in basically that line of work. So you're not going to go anywhere in public that you're not going to be on camera. So keep that in mind. And I purchased one of those RF finders. I have one. Before you even unpack in the room, just go in there, run that little RF finder around the room. It's got a little glass you can look through on it that it will actually illuminate a camera lens if it sees one. So, you know, it's a good investment. You can get them off Amazon, eBay, Best Buy, anywhere like that. But it would be a good investment. But I hope you enjoyed today's cruise news. I'm going to leave you with this one thought, and that's treat somebody like you'd want to be treated if you were in their shoes at that time, because you never know if it's going to be you. Thank you for watching. Y'all have a great day. I hope it's sunny where you're at. I hope it's warm where you're at. And I just hope you have the best time ever. Y'all have a great day. Thank you for watching.